The rest, I just shared the schedule for the next what's this? Next one, two, three, four, five for the next 5 weeks. Okay, at least for this week and next week, it's gonna be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from May 11 onwards. It's just gonna be Tuesday, Wednesday because we're gonna use the Monday session for assessment. Okay, so everyone can hear me, yes?
Yes, I
All
can
right.
hear you.
Okay. So Tuesday, um, is everyone available is there any conflict from 1 p.m. on a Tuesday? Because this is where the other class is available. The problem is now we're gonna treat you as one class. So the Tuesday 1 p.m. is where the two classes okay, which is this LMN, or actually three classes KLM are the same. Wednesday is when this class K is the same. K is available. Is there any conflict for is there any conflict at 1 p.m. Tuesday for my class? Is this physics? Okay, is that what is that engineering or physics? Physics. Okay, so engineering, I don't know this guy. Okay, when are you gonna hear, do you think, May? Because the official statement from higher education is everything should be starting from May 4. Okay, so while he's not giving anything yet, then maybe we can take the slot for the moment. All right. So if okay, if it's not possible, it's fine. Let's work on it. Oh, let's see. Uh, okay, you know what? I'll decide with the other lecturer later. Because yesterday, of course, I was talking to the other class, and today is for this class. Okay. All right. So anyway, so this is the plan. We meet you at least two times for every week where we discuss okay, our content or no problems from the videos that were uploaded. Okay. All right. So today I'll just finalize the tutors. There'll be 5 groups according to your assigned number. Uh, okay. So if I don't know, is there a WhatsApp group that is existing now for everyone? Like not 2A. My Finlay, she said like there's an existing group. The thing is, I'm gonna post it in Blackboard, and the thing is, it's the same people reading the Blackboard messages or going to Blackboard. It's just like less than half or even just 1/3. My problem is how to get to those who can't access Blackboard, who won't even access Blackboard. So even if I post it in Blackboard, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, now it's gonna be. Mm. Now it's gonna be 5 groups, so 100. Sorry, not 100. Around 50 participants, 50 students each. and it's gonna be managed by the tutors. So there shouldn't be any problem with the size. Um, you can whoever can't hear me, can you? Okay, I'm just checking. Whoever can't. Okay, so there's one who can't hear me. Okay, so there's only one who can't hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, Madaka. Okay, fine. All right. So, oh, yeah, actually, I don't know what I don't want to repeat anything, but yeah. So this one is the schedule, and then the WhatsApp group, and then essentially what we're gonna do every meeting is to discuss whatever the problem is during the previous lecture. Okay. So for this week, at least, because you don't have any conflict yet, we did Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But it's from next week, the Tuesday, the Wednesday part, because I think some Tuesday or most of the ones in Tuesday are also available on a Wednesday. Okay, but it's just the Wednesdays that are not available on a Tuesday. Do you have any idea how many? It's like the whole class. Yeah, the timetable is here. Okay, we're discussing the timetable. It's this. If for the moment it's this the one that I'm flashing on the screen. I uploaded this in learning guide. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so let me just talk to the other lecturer so we can sort out the Tuesday part because most of you have fluid mechanics. We'll just figure out how to um we'll just think of a common time for the four class codes. Okay, is there any other question about this timetable? Madaka or Buago? Your hands are up. Physics 2A. Sorry, which slot is clashing with Physics 2A? Electrical and okay, is it the fluid dynamics? Yeah, but the Wednesday 10:30, the one here that's saying that 10:30 is clashing with electrical engineer physics 2A, it shouldn't because Wednesday 10:30 is mine. It's APM 2A slot. Wednesday at 10:30. Yes? I don't know why physics 2A is
Um,
clashing.
the electrical students usually have the 1 p.m. class on Tuesday with yeah, on Tuesday class. So the 10:30 would clash with their timetable.
Sorry, the 10:30 would clash with?
The electrical students' timetable because they usually have their class on Tuesday at 1.
Okay, because no one told me that. The 10:30. Okay, so no. So the 10:30 Tuesday is fine for my class, right? So it's just
Yeah.
Tuesday people.
Yeah, that one
It's
is fine. It's Tuesday. Usually attend the Tuesday one.
mm, okay, but has anything been set now for Tuesday? That's what I'm asking. And I think that's what Finley was saying.
For Tuesday, it was fluid mechanics, but the lecturer has not said anything for your class. So currently, it's not an issue. Until he says something, then we would inform you. But so
Hmm.
far, we don't have a class on Tuesday.
Okay. All right. I mean, let's just go one week at a time. Okay. At least Monday we're gonna meet, and that's not a problem. Huh? Hello.
Yeah, Monday is not a problem. Monday is not a problem. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anyway, we'll mhm. It's a tutorial, but the thing is, that could work because only 40 might not be able to make it. Because you remember there's two tutorials, Wednesday and Friday, and most maybe 4/5 of the classes on a Friday. Okay, that could work. Monday and Friday, that could work. And then we'll just take this as tutorial, the Tuesday and Wednesday. But I have to consult with the other lecturer because he might have clash with his other course. Tutors. It's gonna be the tutors. And they were assigned by the
Has it
HOD. Yeah.
has it been decided if we're having a tutorial today? You said you would
You
let
know
us
what?
know
I
on
mean,
your.
you know what? The tutors are ready. I mean, the Wednesday. Are you in the Wednesday tutorial subgroup?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, she's ready now. The thing is, I want to sort it out first because the other one is the Friday, and I'm just sorting out the Friday tutors because they haven't
Okay.
given me a
Because
tutor.
on your notice you said that you were waiting for the HOD, so I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so see application to Springs. Okay, so let's just discuss anything that you have a problem with from the Springs discussion. Okay, so this 6.1 is actually in the trench, but if you go to ZIL, it's gonna be the same discussion. Okay, so even if we're using trench, the tutorial questions are based on ZIL. And it's not much different. I mean, if you understand one topic from this source, it's trivial to understand it on the other source. Okay, anyway, the point of the spring is just to get the equation of to derive the equation of motion of the spring of the undamped free system. Okay, so it's this over here, okay, and then okay, the y double naught plus k over my. That's the first step. We derived that. The second step was to solve for the general solution. And then the third discussion was to express it in terms of polar form. Okay, so that one in C1, C2 can also be expressed in terms of these parameters, R, omega, phi, T, and so on. Okay, questions? Hello?
How do you even tell? No questions from my side.
Okay. And then from the videos that I uploaded, I don't know if any of you got a chance to see it yesterday to watch it. So yeah, so that's a, that's the type of video where I write it, was while I'm saying it. Do you prefer that or something like this where I go over the PDF?
I prefer it when you write it and explain it.
Yeah, I think that is better.
Okay, so have you gone through the video? Okay. All right. So the thing is, for me, that's what's gonna happen. But for the other lecturer, he doesn't have the necessary device, so it's gonna be like this as well for next week for Dr. Chirove. He's just gonna go um over a pre-prepared note, pre-prepared set of notes.
Okay, but will we get a recording of the session so that we can go
Yes,
over it
yes,
later?
yes,
Okay.
yes. It's like how I did the springs.
Okay.
All right. How do we do this? So I'm just gonna go to Laplace transform. Okay. All right. Okay. So for the Laplace transform, I think this is chapter 8 in Trench and chapter 6 in ZIL. Okay. So especially for engineering, when you're working with signals, this is very important to understand. As I mentioned in the video, the Laplace transform can be understand if you know the discrete case, the discrete analog, that is the what do you call this? Infinite sums, infinite series. Okay, but I'll see if I have time to do a motivation lecture on this one. But for the moment, this is all you have to know: the definition of the Laplace transform. The function, the input is a function in terms of t. Usually, it's time. That's why it's non-negative. Okay, and the output is a function in terms of s. Okay, so it's from f of t, okay, to capital F of s. And this is the only thing that you have to remember, this formula. Okay, and t is the only thing that's different, that's changing. Okay, all right. So I discussed two examples: the Laplace transform of one, the constant function one, and the function t. Okay, but you'll notice from my discussion that if you do um if you perform, this operation, you have to recall your limits. You have to know how to calculate limits where the bound is infinity. You have to know what happens if the limit is indeterminate. So you play with indeterminate forms so that you can convert it to a form where you can apply L'Hopital's. Okay, so for those who can't recall evaluating of limits, this is very important in Laplace transform. Otherwise, you lose half or yeah, half the exam, the final exam marks. Okay. All right. So for the Laplace transform of one, yeah, I did it for three cases. Okay, and we see that it's only this case that it converges. Okay, so the definition, I didn't write it here, but it should be, yeah, here. Okay, the Laplace transform is capital F of S whenever the integral is convergent. If you go over the notes, if you go over the notes, okay, for one, it's only convergent for S positive. That's definition. Okay. And the other one was Laplace transform of t. Yeah, so just expect that you will be asked to evaluate the Laplace transform of a function. Okay, so for Laplace transform of t, it's not as straightforward as Laplace transform of one. Okay, it's a lot of techniques needed. You need IBP. Okay, just take note that there's still some of you who don't know IBP. So that's very important. Please remember MVP. And next is limits. How do you evaluate limits? Yeah, at least for the first Laplace transform, you have to know how to evaluate limits and when is it indeterminate so that you can apply L'Hopital's rule, right? Okay, so is this the first I discussed for Laplace transform? For next time, we've driven into a table of Laplace transforms, some properties of Laplace operators, and we'll follow the topics that I just exposed a while ago in the learning method. Any questions? The expectation here, expectation every time that you go online, that you've downloaded the posted material, because otherwise, the option is to check your email, but likely you'll be flooded with emails, and we'll just in no time we'll connect. Yes, Polly.
Yeah, my question confused on why s equals to 0 for the class. The zero less than 0 s equals to 0. I didn't understand one. F
Is
of
it Laplace? Is it Laplace transform?
yeah, the both. The first
Mm,
example. The first example.
uh, sorry, I don't know how to get. Um, you know what? How do I do this? Okay, where?
Yeah, s equals to 0 where it says go back to original. Why don't you substitute it in the integrated function?
Okay, because if you go to this limit, okay, probably it's this. Yeah, if you go to here, right? If you
Yeah,
substitute s as 0, it's gonna be negative 1/0,
which is
right?
undefined.
And here, what's this one? As what's this one? As e goes to 0, it's what?
0
E to the 0 is 1,
to 0.
right? Okay, so 1 over,
It's 1.
let's see, 0. Yeah. Okay, so 1 over 0, which is infinity,
Undefined. Mm.
right? Okay, so either you go back to this or go back to the original. I think it's the same. It's still gonna give a divergent. Still gonna give a divergent. What do you call this? Divergent integral.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Signals. If you want to transform, it's an input. You input signals and it outputs something. I'll give this application later. Okay? If you go to the I mean, we can't just understand it from a definition because later on we're going to talk about like piecewise, yeah, how to define it on piecewise functions. Okay, so I mean, as you notice, we do the theory first. We do some examples, and at the last we do the application. Yeah, there will be applications. Yeah, and even for solving ODEs. Well, definitely, because it's the DE course, we use Laplace transform to solve DEs. But there are also word problems, application to signals. I mean, haven't you? I mean, this is very important engineering. Engineering, actually, haven't you been? Haven't you encountered this term yet? Okay, so maybe it's too early, but yeah, this is very important in engineering. All right. Any other questions? Can you see my slide? Because I can't see it from my side.
No.
All right. Okay, anyway, any other questions? Okay, if not about the Laplace transform, so what other concerns? I told you already. We might do the Friday session anyway. This Friday tutorial session. Oh, sorry. I might take the Friday tutorial session as the lecture session so that we're sure that more than one third can attend instead of the Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is the WhatsApp group. It should be out by the afternoon. And the third one would be what? Yeah, so next meeting it would be Dr. Chirove, Monday. Okay, once you hear from your Tuesday lecturer, then we move the lecture to a Friday.
Ma'am,
Question
I'm not
about,
sure if you forgot or you're still busy with the TAT test one marks.
you know what? I forgot. Yes.
Uh,
Sorry. We're just finishing now. We were just busy yesterday finishing a paper on COVID. So it's fine. I can do it now.
okay.
The Bogo, was that you? The Bogo, you have a question?
Hello. Yeah, bottle number 4. Room 4.
Huh? Sorry?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Any other questions? Okay, let's see in the chat. Okay, okay, there's no more questions here that I haven't answered. Okay, so just go to the learning guide for the timetable, but I'm gonna change that again, probably Monday, Friday. Okay, so just for the moment, uh, think of Monday, or Friday, but definitely Monday, Prof. Shirov is gonna meet you for the continuation of Laplace transform. Okay, Madaka. Any other questions? Madaka,
Hello, ma'am.
Tebogo. Yes.
Yeah.
Ma'am, this is more of a request actually.
What?
So, given the fact that, I mean, obviously test one didn't go well for most of us.
Uh-huh.
So, I was wondering if it would be possible to also make a sick day available for one at
I can't hear you. Can you can you speak louder?
ma'am.
Yes?
Ma'am. Oh, yeah, I was saying I have a request. Um, given the fact that test one didn't go well for most students, and now we're gonna go online. So I was thinking that maybe if it's possible for everyone to be given an opportunity to take the SIG test, then maybe you take
Ah,
the average or like the higher mark or something like that.
no, no. You can have another test. No. You know what? The thing is, you wouldn't know if you perform better on the next test. Now, for the moment, no. We'll deal with it. I mean, the instruction is we'll deal with all of these borderline cases. Once we're done with this online thing.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
It's too early. I mean, who knows? You might get like a perfect score for the next test.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
Okay, who else? Madaka, Chabogo, and then yeah, the session ends in
Yeah,
like 10 minutes.
ma'am, I wanted to ask, suggest that when you set up the groups, if you share the link on Blackboard for the so that we can do the WhatsApp through the link.
Sorry, you're breaking. Can you say that again?
Yeah, I wanted to
Sorry, I can't hear. Hello?
I just want to suggest if Teboho can just type his question in the text because there's something wrong with his mic.
Yeah, yeah. So Madaka, can you just um type it? Cause yeah, so I told you it's just too early to talk about giving additional assessments when we're just thinking of how to give the usual set assessment like test two. You have to deal with that first, and then we can worry about the rest later. Okay, Madaka, I didn't get whoever was speaking a while ago. Yeah, just write your suggestion in the chat or email me.
He said he suggests that you put the links for the WhatsApp groups on Blackboard. That was
Yeah,
his
that's what I'm gonna
suggestion.
do. Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
gonna
okay.
do. That's what I said a while ago. My problem is from the statistics that I'm seeing in Blackboard, it's not even more than one half uh that checks Blackboard. So Finley said
Ma'am,
that she's gonna.
uh, sorry.
Hmm?
It's,
So once
something that the
Finley
other
once Finley
faculties
gets
are
it.
doing.
Hmm?
Other faculties are, well, mainly the CTA faculty. They are, instead of doing a test online, they are giving out assignments at a test level and giving students a couple of days to complete them. I think that might uh, help students that don't have access to Blackboard all the time.
Well, I think maybe that for the online tutorial, that's what's gonna happen. You don't have to give the give it for a certain period of time. The thing is, the reason why it was moved to May is because by hopefully by end of April the lockdown would be lifted, so you can make a plan at least to go to be somewhere where you can have a connection. And with this 30 gig thing that UJ has promised, I think would help more students now to go online,
So,
go
ma'am,
online and submit.
are you saying that the tutorial tests are not timed? Is that what you're
No,
saying?
no, it's gonna be on a website, And whenever you're ready, then you can submit it. So it's website and web work. We're just working on that at the moment because we can't give any assessment until first or second week of May anyway. Just so that we're sure that everyone can access something by May. Yeah, so for web work, it's you just go. It's an online assessment where it's different for each everyone. So there's no way that you can discuss question with another one because what your question is different from another one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, any more question, Madaka? So this is the last one. If you have any other question, you can email me. But the next session will be on Monday with Prof. Chirove. Okay, last question. Who?
Ma'am, are you gonna offer the test the same way as you offer in the thing, the TAT test?
Sorry, am I gonna offer
The test, semester test, is it gonna be offered the same way as the TAT test?
semester test?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's gonna be yeah, because it's gonna be broken into cut into three parts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, before I wanted to make a suggestion that, like, if it's possible that you share the link to the WhatsApp groups on Blackboard so that we can join through the link.
Yeah, I said that a while ago. I will.
Oh,
I
okay,
did.
maybe that's when I had
Yeah,
a network problem. Okay, thank you.
right, I will. It's just that I have to make sure it's just that one tutor. I'm just confirming one tutor before I
Okay,
send the link. Okay, so for each
okay,
WhatsApp group, you'll communicate if anything. I'll communicate anything to the tutor, and then they'll communicate to you. But essentially,
okay,
that WhatsApp group is for tutorial. Okay, so the ones who are assigned for Wednesday tutorial, make sure that you're in the WhatsApp group. Is anyone here in the Wednesday tutorial? If so, make sure that you're in the WhatsApp group. Currently there's 48 of them there now.
to the Wednesday
Okay, and
group.
yeah,
How do I know if I'm assigned to the Wednesday group?
how would you know? You should have known like 2 months ago. Wednesday tutorial. Where do you usually go for tutorial? When?
It's Friday.
Yeah, and then you're not in the Wednesday group. You're in the Friday group.
Oh, then, okay, thank you. Because I just
Any
heard
other
you
question?
talking about Tuesday and Wednesday. Thank you.
Okay. No, no. So I said like Tuesday and Wednesday will probably change the tutorial to Tuesday and Wednesday because of the conflict in the lecture sessions. So the lecture session will probably be Monday and Friday because that's the time where the majority are available. Okay, so I have to change this again. Whatever I post, I'm gonna change at least for this week. It was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then next week definitely you'll meet on Monday. If you have a question, just say it now, please, because this session is gonna expire soon.
Ma'am, ma'am,
Yes,
hello. Um,
yes.
is it the third test or is it the third test or the semester test that will have different questions for everyone?
That test.
Third test. Oh, okay.
Will there be a tutorial today?
Um, you know what? When I told you the tutor is ready and that group is almost complete. So probably yeah, probably I'll just finish the tutorial group now for the Friday for Friday. You know what? I'll say yes. I'll say yes. We'll just discuss one or two questions. Are you in the group now?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, hurry up questions, Padaka, 2160, Namsebo, and Professor. Professor
Yes, ma'am.
Gabos.
Yes, ma'am. I wanted to ask, the test that we're writing on the 11th of May, is that a TAT test or is that a semester test?
Semester test part one.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna have a TAT test too.
Um, so the test can we not talk about it yet because we're still testing this website, the WebWorks.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but this one is been this is what they're using in pure maths. You just gotta remember the core,
Okay.
especially for first year. That's what they use, WebWorks for tutorial assessments.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else? Because I need now to do some.
Ma'am,
I need to do
ma'am,
some cooking now. Yes.
I wanted to ask you which timetable are we following? Because I'm confused. This class was supposed to start at 11:20, right?
No.
So which timetable are we following?
10:30. It's so okay. So what I said, like from the start, the Tuesday was the one common for LMN class class code. 10:30
Okay.
today is the one common for class K, right? So I was hoping that everyone would be either available Tuesday 1 p.m. or Wednesday 10:30, and apparently not. There's conflict. So what we're gonna do maybe from next week is gonna be Monday and Friday. So I need to
Okay.
change this. I need to change what I posted again a while ago because yesterday I only talked to the LMN class,
Okay.
right? So the
Okay,
next session would be next week,
next week,
Monday.
Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. But for the Wednesday tutorial, I'm just gonna tell the tutor to go ahead because I think it's complete. The Wednesday group is complete. Wednesday tutorial group.
Okay. Just a last reminder about the third test 1 marks.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Thanks. Bye. See you on Monday. Oh, Dr. Shinobi. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye.